So I thought I would show you how my online booking systems work. My website this is my feature. This is my page up here that you can see, and I've put an extra little page on here for the online bookings, and this is the bookings page that you can see here. And so I've also told them that there's a cancellation policy, and I've also, in your appointment in the online booking systems, you can actually, if you're a solo person, say if you were driving around and you can't, and you don't really want to have an appointment made that particular day, you can actually put behind the scenes that no appointments can be made on that particular 24 hours, so you can make it that it's available. I've sort of said that you'll have no appointments available within the first 4 hours, so that if they rang up at 8 o'clock in the morning, they wouldn't see anything till like 4 hours later. So about 2 o'clock onwards, they would see available appointments. And I say to them, still phone, because you may have an opportunity to get in there for whatever you wanted, but it's just not going to show online. It's just so that if I decide to run down to the bank or something, I don't suddenly have a client appear that I didn't know anything about. So I've put hyperlinks in on these because some people were sending me emails from, if you have a look up the top, there's a contact page, and in my contact page there's an email thing so they can send me a message. And I found that they were writing me emails and saying, I've got a gift voucher for a massage, when have you got available time? And I'm thinking, there's an online booking here, love. So I've had to then really, really think like a client would think. And so on every page I have put all about my services and what I can do for you, but at the same time I've hyperlinked, but you can book online. So, so that I've put that through on everything. So if you go into the online booking, like we just have, it will bring up these pages, which was interesting because the colours, you can make them all personalised for yourself, but the colours are all in some number that I have no idea what they are. So they're all some code. Is it hyperlink code? So I had to pick colours out, and I had to Google what does hyperlink code colours mean so that I can try and find a colour that would fit. So in here, for example, you've got a whole list of services. So everything that we do is in. The original one I first put in was Higgledy-Piggledy, and then I realised that I could do it all alphabetically much easier. So if I do acrylics and then I put W, instead of saying underarm wax, I'd have to put waxing, so everybody was the same under waxing, and then put underarm or waxing top lip or something like that. So went through and I've tidied it all up for myself. So if you decided that you wanted a massage, and it would come up here, a massage relaxation, there will be 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes or 90 minutes, and it has the dollar signs. There's also a little description down here of what the services are involved. So, and in there they have to put all of their contacts in there so that they get sent a confirmation email, and attached to that confirmation email is the attachment that they can actually click to their Outlook Express, so it'll actually block it out of their people's diaries online. So if you decided that you wanted a 40-minute relaxation massage, it will show up that today Ros Betts is available at 3:30 or 3:45 or 4 o'clock today. So there's those appointments. The rest of the time won't show up because it's either the 4 hours is in there or there is it's already booked out. So it does take it up. If you wanted to, instead of having this, you would then go into, say, massage, and you'd say remedial, and I'm here, so you won't get me today. So you wanted a 60-minute, it will say there's no openings available, click. So then they find the next available time, and that'll be interesting because I'm pretty busy. Oh, hang on, where was this day? February 22nd, I've got 5:30. So, so that's my next time for an hour remedial massage with me. But those kind of things is what I have put together, and how I did it. I was not anybody except a woman with a dream, had a desire to actually start my business and realise that the online stuff was going to work in an advantage with me. And I also now do a lot of study online, working with what the keywords I will doing and how I can work things. Doesn't necessarily mean I've got the time to apply them straight away. I do have a Facebook page as well, and I do try to do it, but I'm not as active in it as I can be or could be if I was off the tools, but it's very hard to do all of those things. The benefits, I did write a few benefits down, 5 benefits of having an online system, other than what as I've said to you. Heightened customer services, because people can book online themselves. It has automatic reminders, because it's built into this system that not only do they get their confirmation, but 24 hours before their appointment, they get an email to their box that they've given you, the address. It gives them a reminder that that appointment's going to be on the next day. Time management, I don't have to stay late chasing phone calls constantly. It reports what sort of appointments, details that needs to be done. I can go into the back of that and get reports of all my clients and how often they come. Clients enter and update their own contact details, which just means then you cross it across to your own stuff, but you can export it into Excel, so it has all of those features on there. And it enforces my booking policies, because it shows them in the email, it tells them that there is a cancellation fee if they don't give 24 hours notice, that they may be up for that. That's at my discretion as well, so it sort of comes into all of that play. And I also decided I'd add my my bank details in case anyone decided to feel really guilty and they could just slip it in there. So I just thought, those things are there. It helps with recurring bookings, because I have a client that said, just book me in the same time every month for the next year or so it can go right through. So I can do that. It's cheap, as opposed to, say, $2,500 a month in wages for someone that has to sit there and answer the phone, and you don't have time to do it. So it's got that. They also flash appointments upgraded all the time, so they do all of the new upgrades and everything. So I just keep paying my ongoing money per time. And if I decided to have a salon in Strath and a salon in Mount Barker, I could use the same system and they would have a couple of locations. So you can have a few locations, it's multiple locations. And I don't lose the customers because they got frustrated that we're playing phone tag. The diary is always backed up because it's online. So the only thing, if your computer crashes, you can go in somewhere to a laptop or something else and you'll find it. So it's somewhere there online, unless something happens to the World Wide Web. No need for a paper book. It can be set up in a weekend if you're better than me at typing, and it can be customised directly to your own needs. So you can put all the words in that you like. You can pick out all of the times, like in here it says, what days you're open and all of those sort of things. So you've got it all up there. There is downsides, like customer and staff education, teaching your staff that we don't have a book anymore, that they do have to work within that scheduled time. There's, customers have to understand that, they do have to, if they want to do it, how they do it. So you're explaining that sort of stuff. So there's a little bit. It's very scary looking at empty spaces in your book and hoping that people will remember to rebook themselves in. So that is a downside. And last minute bookings can be a bit of an issue if you're so scheduled into a time slot. But it really does leave me to do what I do best, which is to look after nurture stressed out, hardworking people. So I can do that well. And there's also other online booking systems called QuickBooks that my business coach will often use, and that's free, and that will send certain texts. But there's all things that is available to you, and I'm hoping that helps you all with